Right, this morning I'm going to try and make a different take on a banana loaf, but I'm actually going to make it as a cake. I fancied a carrot cake with banana in it, walnuts, raisins, and we're going to use almond meal instead today of flour because somebody has sent me a message saying, could we make the loaf with almond meal? And I came up with this recipe, which we're going to give a go today. So you can probably make it in a loaf tin, but I thought we all fancied a change at home and move away from banana loaf. So it's a take on a carrot cake mixed with a banana loaf. So let's see what happens. I've got 4 eggs which I've split. I've got the 4 yolks in this bowl and I've got my egg whites on the mixer because I'm going to whisk those into stiff peaks and try and use those to get the volume into the cake. So with the 4 egg yolks, we're going to add all of the dry ingredients. So I've got 1/3 of a cup of buckwheat. You can use rice flour if you haven't got buckwheat, or maybe just some gluten-free plain flour. I've got cornflour, 1/3 of a cup. Get all that in. And then I've got 2 cups of almond meal. I'm going to drop in there. I'm going to lower my oven because I'm getting that warmed up. Yeah, I'm getting it ready at 160 degrees to make this cake. Then I've got a cup of brown sugar. I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then I've got a combination of mixed spice and a little bit of allspice as well. Put all those in. And I've got my walnuts and my raisins, 2 ripe bananas there that I've squished up, and I've got a good cupful of carrot there. It was 2 small carrots that I've grated, they're ready. But I'm just going to mix these dry ingredients in first to incorporate the egg yolks. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to run the mixer to get the stiff peaks forming on those egg whites. Right, so I've mixed those ingredients in, and now I'm going to add the 2 mashed bananas, my cup of grated carrots, and there's also the zest of an orange in there, and my walnuts and raisins. To give that a good mix in. It's a very dry mixture at the moment. But as you can see, I've got the egg whites there whipped to stiff peaks, and we're going to fold those through once we've incorporated all of the ingredients here. There we go. You can see it's just almost a solid lump now. So I'll just take the egg whites off here. And I'll start off by just taking about 1/3 of the egg whites, pushing those through, folding it over. Just think this doesn't work out at the same time on the upper arms. See how it's loosening up? So I'll put another portion of that in there now. Just turning it over because we want to get as much air in there as possible because we want our cake to rise. The last amount of egg white there. And there we are. See how wet it is now? Now I've prepared a tin. I've lined the base and the sides with greaseproof paper. Pour all of that mixture in now. I'll level the top off a little bit. And then I had a little bit more walnuts, just when I chopped them there was a bit of excess, and I've got a tablespoon of brown sugar there, and I'm just going to put that on the top as a little crumb. We'll give a bit of texture when we get it out of the oven. There we are, and now I'm going to pop that in the oven, hope you can see that, and let the oven work its magic. So I'm back and the timer has gone off on our carrot banana cake. So I'm going to see what's happening in the oven. Oh, that is party time. And that looks gorgeous. It's springing back. I've checked it and the knife is coming out clear. That's been in there for about an hour and 5 minutes. I'll give you the details of the tin size I've used. And now I'm going to leave it to cool in the tin for a little while before I tip it out. And then we've got to try not to eat it and keep it for Easter. So here we have our carrot cake made with the almond meal. Just going to cut a slice out now. It's got a lovely texture. And there we are. That'll be a treat for us.